I'm good at conventional, bro.
Welcome back to JR Pro Shop Vids, everyone. Today we got a pretty special vid. We're going to discuss the differences between conventional and fingertip drilling in the bowling ball. This is mostly going to be for getting your very first bowling ball, which fit is best for you, what are the pros and cons of each, and I'll send it to Barks and he can talk a little bit more about the conventional drilling.
All right, so let's talk a little bit about what is a conventional fit. Now this is very similar to what you see in a house ball at a bowling alley. There's going to be 3 round holes that are going to be fairly big so that multiple hands can fit in that bowling ball. So with a conventional fit, it's typically drilled in a way so that we can get our fingers into the second knuckle and the thumb all the way into it. So this makes it very easy to hold on to, very easy to throw, comfortable fit overall. So let's talk a little bit about pros and cons of a conventional grip. On the pro side, it's very comfortable, it's very easy to grip, very easy to throw. It's very familiar when you're looking at getting out of a house ball into your own bowling ball. On the con side, the fit itself is not very precise. It's 3 round holes. It's not tailored exactly to the dimensions of your hand. And if you're looking to learn the technique to hook the ball, because all 3 fingers are going to come out at the same time, it makes it very difficult to curve the ball. So this style of grip is going to be ideal for young junior bowlers, beginner bowlers, and senior bowlers as well, because it's very easy to hang on to and throw.
All right, with that being said, let's get Simoo a ball, let's measure up his hand and drill one conventional and let him throw a few and let's see how it goes.
Alright guys, I'm back on the lanes. Got a jagged edge here. Drilled it conventionally, as you just saw. It's my first conventional ball, probably since I threw house balls when I was little. So looking forward to see how this goes. Gonna try to play all over the lane, try to throw some strikes hopefully, try to hook the ball also hopefully. So let's get going. Let's go nice and easy up the right side. So not the best first shot, went Brooklyn, but on the first release you see kind of your thumb and your fingers clear at the same time, something you're not really used to if you're used to throwing fingertip, where you're really trying to get your thumb out quick and release around the ball. So let's do it again, maybe try to hit the right side of the pocket. It's better. Okay, maybe not. Thought that ball was a little bit better, but we're still getting a little bit of motion. So let's go for a bit of a baby swing, trying to get the ball to hook back. Light mixer there, I'll take it. Didn't get the most of it at the bottom, but you definitely see with the conventional, it's pretty easy to control just because your fingers and your thumb are so far into the ball. So it's comfortable, it feels really nice. As you can see, my thumb goes all the way in, fingers go all the way into the second knuckle there. It's interesting for sure. Let's move a little bit left. Woo! That was good. That was really good. Man, don't even know what to say. That was probably the release I was most happy with. Was still able to get a little bit at the bottom, make the ball turn the corner. So yeah, let's keep trying. Conventional, jagged edge. Keep moving left. We're pushing it, we're pushing the boundaries, getting a little bit lazier. It's really hard to get a lot of revs at the ball, really make the corner, but we're gonna keep going, fingers crossed. Test the outer limits of this ball. Oh Oh man! So I tugged that one in a little bit, but the house shot, let it hold. I'm gonna try to throw one more out there, then maybe we can jump back right. That was good, moved a little bit left, was able to get it to my spot, and the ball actually turned pretty quick, but I think I should mention I'm trying really, really hard at the bottom to clear out my thumb and get my fingers around it, just because that's how I'm used to throwing the bowling ball. So instead of trying to get as far left and trying to hook it, let's move back right, try to throw it a little bit faster, more of a flatter release. So I moved a bunch right, flattened out my hand, a little bit more speed, but I also almost fell over on the approach. But as you can see with the conventional, if you have a lower rev rate, the gutter is definitely in play. You can definitely move more right than if you had a fingertip, and I think we'll show that a little bit later. I'll throw one more with the conventional, and then we'll move back to the fingertip. All right. So I think that sums it up with the conventional. Was able to throw a couple strikes, play around the lane. But as I said earlier, you have to try really, really hard to make that ball hook. But on a house shot, if you're looking for comfortability, it may be the way to go. All right, so we're about halfway through the video. Question time with Simoo. My question is, how was your first bowling ball drilled? My first bowling ball was a Green Hornet, and I had it drilled with fingertip grips. So what did you have? Let me know down in the comments. We read them all. We'll respond to a couple. Looking forward to it.
Alright, we're back from the lanes watching Simoo throw his conventional fit bowling ball. We heard his thoughts and we heard what he liked and what he didn't like about the conventional grip. And so now let's move over to the fingertip grip. Barks, fingertip, what is it?
So unlike the conventional grip, with the fingertip grip, instead of going into the second knuckle, we're only going into the first one. So what this means is that the distance between the fingers and thumb is going to be a little bit greater. This is what we call the span. So now that you have an understanding of what the fingertip grip is, let's talk about pros and cons a little bit. On the pro side, so with that ball resting a little bit more on the palm, it's going to make it a lot easier for you to roll the ball effectively and help that ball hook. So if you're the type of bowler that's looking to hook the ball, this grip is going to be the perfect fit for you. So unlike the conventional grip that just had 3 round holes, now we're getting very precise. Typically with this style of grip, you see finger and thumb inserts. So finger inserts are rubber grips that are placed into the bowling ball to make the fit a little bit more comfortable. Now these rubber inserts have a little bit of give and they should be fairly snug on the fingers. So for the thumb insert, we put what's called a thumb slug. So this is a piece of urethane that goes into the bowling ball. So this helps us as ball drillers create a very accurately shaped thumb. And in addition, because we're dealing with bowling balls with multiple materials and layers, this gives us a uniform feel all the way down the thumb hole. So with that said, because we're talking about more materials and more time for ball drillers, this type of grip is going to be a little bit more expensive. Now if you're going from conventional to fingertip, it is going to take a little bit of time to adjust to it, so be prepared for that.
Alright, so Simoo has a couple balls that he has fingertip already, so we're just going to use those and let's see how he does on the lanes, and we can do a side-by-side conventional versus fingertip. We can see the difference in release, see the difference in the ball coming off his hand, and how much the ball hooks and revs up. Simoo, to the lanes.
Let's move on to our electrify with our fingertip grips. So I'm expecting a lot easier to hook this ball, but it might overreact too. But we'll see. So definitely a lot more effortless. It's a lot easier to get out your thumb and really feel it come off your fingertips. So I like that ball a lot. Let's keep moving left, see how far we can go. Couple left. Another good one there. I can't say it enough how much easier it is to get your thumb out early to create those revs. I find that even with the fingertips, if you don't throw your best release, you have a lot better chance of this getting back and recovering than the conventional ones. So let's keep going left. Good one there. Again, it's my happy place with the fingertip grips. It's what I'm used to. And I find that it's a lot more comfortable for me just in the way that I throw the ball and release it. Plus with a lower rev rate, it's a lot easier for me to get around it and create more hook on the back end there. Let's move left again. Try to strike. So I think I pushed that ball to its limits. Not my best release, but I don't think I'd be very comfortable playing out there for too much longer. We saw last time in my video the Electrify. It's a good kind of lower mid performance ball, but if you're looking to play that far left, definitely time to ball up, go to something more aggressive. So let's move back right, maybe up the speed a little bit, flatten the hand. See if this can still strike as good as the conventional did. So with the fingertip grips, you saw me move out right there, amp up the speed, and I was still able to strike. After throwing both balls, I think that shows that with the fingertip, I'm a lot more comfortable. I'm able to play a lot of different parts of the lanes, a lot of different lines, and I feel a lot more comfortable controlling things like my speed and my hand position. And overall, that makes me a lot more confident. I throw better shots and I throw better scores. So I'm gonna throw one more strike here, hopefully, and throw it back to the boys. To the boys.
We're back from the lanes. Simoo bowling with fingertip and conventional fit. He has much easier time hooking the ball with the fingertip grip, as he's able to release it much cleaner, the thumb comes out much sooner, and he's able to roll it much easier with the fingertip grip compared to the conventional grip. But he did say that when he was bowling with conventional, it's much easier to hang on to it, and he could probably throw it really hard if he wanted to with conventional over the fingertip. So just a couple things there, depending on what you want, what you need. So our main takeaway from this vid is it depends what you want to get out of your bowling ball. If you want to have it hook a little bit, you're going to have to go with fingertip to get that proper technique. If you just want to have an easy time holding the ball, throwing it straight down the middle, having an easy time throwing it hard, then conventional is your fit. And just one last thing to add, if you have multiple bowling balls, they should all have the same type of fit. You don't want to be one ball conventional, one ball fingertip. You want to have them all the same.
Thanks for watching, everybody. Thank you to Mark Bufa for supplying the bowling balls for our video today.
Love you, Mark.
So make sure you like and subscribe, and let us know in the comment section below. For your first bowling ball, was it drilled conventional or fingertip? Thanks for watching, everyone, and stay tuned for our next video.